Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl and I'm back with another video. So it is officially 3 in the afternoon. I have gotten a lot more sleep. I've actually been up since about 11, 12. So yeah, my video early this morning was very much kind of disconnected in a way. Because of the fact that I was in fact dead tired and I should have done the video today, but I did get a response from someone who said no, they did not want me to do reviews of manga. Manga is just Japanese comics. That is what they are. And since the purpose of my channel is to do reviews of comic books, I will do manga reviews as well on this channel because of the fact that manga is Japanese comic books. They're comic books. They have a story. They have all that. So, yes, so for people that do not want it, you're going to get reviews of Japanese comics because I do think they do have a lot to offer as far as story and all that's concerned. So this is not about a review of manga. This is actually a review of an anime called Pretty Derby, and I'm only going to do a review of the first 3 episodes of this anime, which is based on the manga. So yeah. So before I begin, I'm going to pull it up because I don't have the names of the characters at all. So Pretty Derby. Okay, we'll do the characters because I want to. All right, so yeah. Okay. So the main character of Pretty Derby is a character called Special Week. Now, people have to understand Pretty Derby is a little bit different than your average anime because the characters do not have Japanese names. As far if they're horse girls, they don't have Japanese names. They actually have horse names like you would see in typical like horse racing, or like they name a horse a certain name and all that. And so Special Week lost her mother. Her mother gave birth to her and handed her over to, I believe it was her friend. I'm guessing that it's her friend because, she trusted her to take care of Special Week, and she passed away, which is very sad. And I really think that not having the biological parent around or any kind of, where you kind of share that kind of, thing. And what I mean by that is, and I don't want people to come along this the wrong way, having your birth parent die, and you never know that person in your life, has got to be very traumatic. I lost my father when I was a year old, so I didn't have that father figure around, though I did find out some pretty, bad things about him, but still I didn't have that father figure around, and that really shaped who I ended up becoming as a person. So Special Week is raised by her adopted mother, and her adopted mother trained her, and it really helped her out in one of the races where the opponent was kicking mud at her, and she dodged it really easily because she was trained on how to dodge this. Of course, her adopted mother ended up getting a little bit of it in her eye, so they were both yelling out in pain, which I thought was hilarious. So she's supposed to be at this school by 6, and just like with anime, like was that one anime I used to watch? Forgot the name of it, but she gets sidetracked and she ends up going to this race where she actually meets this girl that she kind of is enamored with, which I thought was real sweet. And she ends up just like with that one anime. She thinks this one guy is a pervert. He is fully human, and he's actually a trainer that trains these horse girls that are part of his team. And so he's kind of he kind of reminds me of that character. And he's touching her leg, and that's like really, she's just like, Mom told me there was perverts in this city. That was hilarious. So when she's like, I think I forgot something. Then she's like, no. Then she realizes that she forgot to be at school on time, and it's hilarious where she ends up having to sleep in the rec room and all that. So when she finally recovers her embarrassment and all this stuff, she meets, some of the other girls that are, now this is an all-girls school, so every single girl every single horse girl in this school, of course, is a girl. You don't have boys. And so, so she is, she's, just like with actual, like, horse racing, you have this confined space that keeps the horses from moving around too much. In this one, same premise, it keeps the girls from moving around too much. And then they open the gates and the girls run. And because they are essentially horses in human form, they have a lot more stamina, a lot more strength. They can run for a very long time. I got a kick out of that one girl that was doing this. I thought it was hilarious. So she actually, when she sees that girl, she sort of has a crush on, she just zooms. And because what she doesn't realize is the guy that she thinks is a pervert is actually timing her on her run. And she ends up completing the track in 33 seconds, which makes him go, well, I want her on my team, and everything. And she doesn't realize that this is what has happened. And I really like, in the third episode, she loses one of the rounds that she has to win in order to go up for the Triple Crown. And I really feel bad for her because she really puts up this really strong front that this has not affected her. And her friend and roommate, who, of course, the girl's got a crush on, hears her crying and, basically understands that, she didn't take losing so well. But her trainer is like, what have you learned from losing? And I think that's a very important thing, a very important question that you have to ask is, what do you gain from losing? What lesson have you learned from this experience? And not everybody on the track, not every race, every horse girl, or even take it back, any horse, they don't win all the time. That's why odds, when people bet on horses, it's not fixed. There's no one horse that has won every single race. So that's why you have odds, like, 1 in 100 or 50 and whatever. But yeah, that was the first anime I watched on Crunchyroll, because I had seen so many, like, anime music videos that were like, wow, this looks really cool. And I enjoyed it immensely. I enjoyed it a lot. In fact, I enjoyed it so much, I'm actually going to try to find the manga to kind of follow, her growth as a character and everything. But she's very worried about making both of her mothers, disappointed. Her dead mother and the woman who adopted her and took care of her and raised her. It's a very, I really like the concept that they do here, of having these horse girls. I think that they just do an excellent job, and they worked so hard on this, and I just absolutely loved it. And it was a wonderful, wonderful anime. So as far as these anime reviews and manga reviews, I will be doing them once a week. Um, and I will get to my comic books, I will, but for people that do not know, manga is Japanese comic books. And, I read all sorts of different types of comics and everything. So I will be seeing you guys around next time. Keep reading. Bye.